I've been thinking that a romantic style doesn't necessarily need to look predictable. It can be soft, but I think it can also be quite bold. I've been playing with this idea of kind of mixing a romantic style, this feminine, elegant looks, maybe slightly inspired by the 1950s, but mix it and make this wardrobe in a modern, expressive, and contrasting colors. And you know what? It came out pretty well. Yeah, I think it's pretty cute. And I would like to show you what I came up with. This wardrobe includes 16 items and can give you at least 30 fully interchangeable outfits. So let's take a look. Just a small disclaimer before we start, because most capsule wardrobes we see online aim for simplicity. They have a lot of neutral colors, a lot of basics, or how it's cool to call them the timeless pieces, whatever that means. I don't do that. Yeah, so the wardrobe I'm going to show you today wasn't built around minimalism. So this wardrobe was built around personality, through colors, through contrasts, through diverse silhouettes, and obviously through specific mood. And that's kind of versatility that matters. Not how little you own, but how much you can do with what you love wearing. Let's talk about the color palette, because I think that's really where the mood of this wardrobe begins. There are 3 distinct shades of blue, from light to rich and deep shade of blue. A fresh, joyful pink, a vibrant red that adds boldness and contrast. I have white and light gray for lightness and calm, and just a touch of black to keep things grounded. This palette feels expressive, feminine, and elegant. It has contrast, energy, a little bit of tension, and that's what makes it interesting. Okay, now let's go through all the items. First, there are 6 tops in this wardrobe, and I think each one brings something different to the table. Let's start with the blue cardigan. It has this adorable white collar trimmed with tiny red ruffles. I think it's playful without being too sweet, and you can wear it as a top and also layer something simple under it. The white blouse is kind of one of those pieces that quietly does a lot. The pleated front, the ruffled collar, it has movement, lightness. It works beautifully on its own or under the sleeveless knit. Speaking of which, I also added, of course, this pink sleeveless cashmere top. And I love that it's soft and easy. It adds a little bit of warmth, but it's not too bulky. And I love it layered, but it also looks pretty nice just by itself as a top. Then there is this bold top, and it may feel dramatic. Okay, and maybe it is. But also, I think because of its color, yeah, because it's all white and also has this quite clean shape, it stays very wearable. The knitted short sleeve polo with the contrast tie is one of my favorites. It's kind of looks a little bit vintage, but also very modern, enough to wear daily. And it's one of those pieces that you can build a lot of looks around. And finally, I also added this light gray wool sweater. It helps balance out the more statement pieces and also gives this wardrobe kind of more relaxed and effortless feeling. And none of these tops are random. Each top has its own role, but they still leave room for creativity when you start mixing them, which we will do in just a minute. Now let's look at the bottoms. There are 2 skirts and 2 pairs of trousers. The blue graphic skirt might seem bold at first because it has this wavy print that it's not exactly subtle, but the shape is classic. And surprisingly, it pairs with every single top we have in this capsule. And I love that it feels kind of playful, but still put together. Then there is this floral midi skirt, which honestly was the starting point for this wardrobe. It's romantic, it's beautiful, and it's actually very easy to wear. One of my favorite looks is with the knitted polo and silver shoes. It looks delicate but not too precious. The red trousers are here for contrast. They are very simple in design, but the color does all the work. I think they bring this lovely energy to the wardrobe, kind of like a more interesting than denim, but just as easy to style. And finally, the striped white and blue trousers. They are calm, they are simple, but not boring. I like that they have this subtle texture and very subtle pattern that add variety without pulling attention. Let's move on to the dresses. There are just two of them, but they all doing different things. The first one is this white dress with the blue botanical print. I like that the pattern is very soft, so you can just wear it again and again, but it still feels very special. Then we have this red polka dot dress. It's romantic, yes, but also in a more playful way. The silhouette is feminine, the print is classic. You can wear it as is, and you are done. It's simple, but in the best way. Now, for the shoes and accessories. So we have two pairs of shoes and two bags. So I have the black ballerinas, and I just wanted to add something practical. Yeah, a practical option for in between weather, those, moody spring days where it's warm and then it might rain and you never know. Also something that adds contrast and feels natural with all the other clothes we have. I also have the silver ballerinas, and I think it's one of those pieces that make everything look better. They reflect light, they feel more special, but still kind of neutral. The red bag is there to support all the red and pinks in this wardrobe. When you have bold colors like this in your wardrobe, accessories can help carry the story across the outfit. It kind of makes everything look more cohesive and intentional. And the white bag actually works very similar to the silver shoes. It doesn't pull focus, but it finishes outfits pretty well. When I mix all these items together, I get 30 fully interchangeable outfits. And what I love most about this wardrobe is how easy it is to mix and match. Every piece connects to something else, sometimes through color, sometimes through shape, or just the overall feel and mood. Some outfits lean more formal, some more playful, some almost minimal, but none of them feel like repeats. That's what happens when you have the right mix. You get variety, but also everything feels cohesive. It gives you more outfit options, but also more ways to show up as yourself. If this video gave you ideas, you will probably enjoy exploring the Capsule wardrobe gallery inside the Wonder Wardrobe app. It's completely free to browse, and it's filled with wardrobes in different color palettes, styles, and sizes, so you can see what works in all kinds of ways. Whether you're planning your own wardrobe or looking for outfit inspiration, there is a lot to explore. If you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Let's chat. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to press like and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.